Warning: we are not Japanese, so if we mispronounce any names, we do apologize in advance. This podcast will discuss, in many details, many adult themes that is not for anyone under the age of 18. If you are easily offended or do not want to hear people discuss topics involving sex, taboo topics, and other adult activities with harsh language, you have the option of turning the podcast off now. You have been warned.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of hentai to Listen. We're the only, actually, I think we are the only podcast hentai show out there, maybe.
Well, there was that one that you said, but they do it a lot different than what we do.
Well, I don't know if they're still, this was like, last
that's true.
couple months, maybe half a year ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was probably about half a year ago that we discovered them.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're still around. I haven't really checked.
And we are consistently inconsistent.
True.
It's all my fault.
That is very true.
It's all my fault, guys. I'm so sorry.
I like to give a shout out to two people that actually downloaded all our episodes in one day.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. When I pulled up our stats, I saw this big, huge spike, and it was like
someone watched all of it.
Yeah, it was like 44 downloads, and it's like 44. What the hell? Is that 44 new subscribers? I'm like, no, that's just two people downloaded all our episodes.
I respect that. Shout out to you guys. Hopefully you stick around.
And so recommend our, I guess, pretty much almost daily episode recommendation, non-anime hentai, Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai! Oh, it got so good. Season 1 was, not fantastic, but still good.
Yeah.
But then they're like, we're gonna try it for a couple more seasons. So good.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, for a show that came out, started in 2017.
I think it was YouTube.
Or 18, 19.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago when this started, and I think it was, YouTube exclusive.
Yeah, YouTube Red.
Yeah, YouTube Red or Premium or whatever.
So, I'm like, I don't know how many people paid for that.
That's what I'm trying to, I was like, even back then, I was like, this is an interesting idea. Why are you putting it on YouTube Red? And then I think now, Hulu or something has it.
Netflix.
Netflix does, yeah. Netflix, thank God, bought
the
rights to do it.
Yeah, Netflix saves a lot of shows.
As much shit as I give Netflix for, putting out trash content, every now and then they get some pretty good stuff.
So, which is, I can't wait till season 3 drops.
Yeah.
I've read that it's filmed, edited, and ready to go.
Yep, it is ready to go. They're just kind of waiting for, I guess it'd be corporate approval or something like that.
I don't know.
Not quite sure, but
I heard a rumor it's going to be a time skip, which
yes, it will be a time skip.
I don't know how much. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be up until the next tournament, so end of the school year, I believe.
Kind of the way they made it sound, yeah, or at least the way season 2 wrapped up. That's kind of how I'm predicting it.
Yeah, because it was at the beginning. It was last episode is day 1 of the episode, season finale.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I guess it would be, I don't know how long school is. It's been forever. Forever. So, yeah, in the school year, next tournament, that's my theory of it. But, yeah, if you do have Netflix and you haven't seen Cobra Kai, check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of 80s nostalgia in it, especially
all as many original actors as they could, the ones that didn't die, but
well, even the ones that even the one that died the next day.
They're addressing that within the show as well, because apparently they're just killing the character off instead of just being he went somewhere else.
That was weird when I heard that.
Yeah, I was like, it took me forever to connect the dots. I was like, why are we killing this character off? There's no reason. And then I read into the article. I was like, oh, I'm an asshole. He's dead.
Yeah. But yeah. Sorry for the kind of spoiler, but there is a lot of.
Well, we didn't say what particular characters. Don't go looking up Cobra Kai deceased actor and you'll avoid it.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of returns here.
Yeah. You get the original Daniel-san. You get oh my god, I feel so bad I never remember his name.
I can't either.
I feel he's like the main guy too now, and I'm
Yeah,
feel so bad because Daniel's kind of the bad guy technically in this one. I mean, not so much anymore, but
true. I mean, there is that theory where he's actually the bad guy in the original Karate Kid, even though it follows him.
it's so fun. That was like my favorite thing to come out of How I Met Your Mother, and Barney's like, some snot-nosed kid shows up and ruins this tournament. So funny. Then they bring the actor into How I Met Your Mother to play himself to meet Barney. Yeah. It's so funny.
And he's the person he wants to meet has been there the whole time. That's a fucking clown. And the weird thing about it, as much as I've seen Hot Tub Time Machine, I did not know that was him.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, that's him.
Well, he was like in kind of makeup, and he didn't really have his blonde hair.
He's done a lot of like cameos like that where it's not obviously him.
Yeah. So it's like, oh wow, I did not know that. So once again, check out Cobra Kai. Yeah. Now going to our
weird news.
Or
we're doing into more topic discussions.
Rants like we always do.
Fine.
Our daily, I shouldn't say daily,
whatever you
want to call
time frame we're in. This is our tri-weekly rant.
Episode rant, daily-ish thing.
We got smart and we moved this to the beginning of the show, so
yeah,
people can experience our stupid ramblings.
So I know you guys always hear me harping on e-girls and social media.
Our favorite thing on the planet. We have no issues with them whatsoever.
The reason why I brought this up because it was recently when I typed this out. There was a TikTok video. Go figure.
Quick side rant for the tech industry. The worst goddamn purchase Oracle is going to make in their goddamn life is fucking TikTok. Just let it die. I'm so sick of my girlfriend being on TikTok for 3 fucking hours and I have to hear all that shit. I don't care about what fucking story time fucking vlog that lasts 875 videos with you repeating the same goddamn points over and over and over to try and make it sound interesting and drag this shit out. Boring as shit. Worst goddamn social media platform. Let it be banned. Fuck China and TikTok. Anyway.
All right. So in this TikTok, there was a girl in the mirror or whatever. Yeah, in the mirror, and the tag says, "Get yourself a weeb girlfriend." It's like her in a ALT shirt. Quick cut to same girl in, I guess, kind of sailor. Fuku.
Oh my god, I've seen this.
And then she kind of chokes herself and gives her like also Ahiago, and it cuts back to her wearing the AOT shirt again. I don't know what. First off, I don't know why it cuts back to her wearing the AOT shirt.
No fucking reason for it.
But the point is, it says get yourself a weeb girlfriend. First off, they don't exist. I know there's people out there saying there are weebs and they are girlfriends. Not the same thing. So
I'll make a counter argument to this in that they do exist, but a lot of them have like stopped being as openly weeby or otaku compared to like when I was growing up in like high school, because of shit like TikTok and like Twitch and shit. Because now if you're like the weeb, hot, even semi-attractive girl, people are kind of assholes to you. So like I understand. So I'm not gonna disagree that there's not technically a weeb girlfriend, but they're definitely not as open as what they used to be. Which is a damn shame. It sucks that if you're like an attractive woman, you can't like enjoy things without people being like, "Oh, you're so fake" and all this horse shit. And like, they just happen to be attractive and they really like anime. You just like fuck off.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, those are the cool ones. But yeah, the Twitch thoughts and e-girls and all this TikTok horse shit.
Yeah. That being said, I also say they're pretty much they don't exist or they're close to non-existent.
Yeah.
Because I know if you go to cons, I mean, if you're high school age or in a situation where you can more social interaction, you might get lucky.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like back when I was in high school, it was absolutely a thing because like anime was just starting to pick up not just starting to pick up in the West, but the stigma of watching anime wasn't as bad when I was in high school, and you could find a collection of attractive people that liked it and who were normal, and you could find the attractive weebs who liked it. But yeah, I can't imagine any one of those are still into it because of just getting older.
Yeah.
For one, they're definitely not as into it as like a guy would be at that age, or because I don't understand like why some guys are just like absolutely carry around like I've seen like a 26-year-old who is like a bodybuilder, like without like being one of those ironic like tweets that you see.
Yeah.
Like a bodybuilder at a convention carrying around a body pillow, and I'm just like, you do you, dude. I'm not gonna judge you. That's fantastic. But I don't think I would ever see a girl or a woman that age like. Unless they're like a yaoi fangirl, like that's an entirely different breed
like
of.
My age or
like yeah, we'll say your age. Like I don't think I would see like even like a hardcore yaoi fangirl your age, like carry around a body pillow of like their favorite boy love couple. Like I wouldn't see that.
Yeah.
But I would see a guy your age carry around a Yuri body pillow. like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a weird disconnect.
I've seen it.
It's a weird disconnect.
But yeah, so. For those who want a quote-unquote weeb girlfriend, I mean, I don't know. Would you consider Tanika a weeb girlfriend or just somebody who just happens to watch anime and play video games?
She's what she's kind of like my brother, where like they've seen anime, but it's not like their primary form of entertainment.
Okay, wait, let me take this back, or let me backtrack, because I know we hate weebs. But me and you...
We hate weebs.
But me and you would be considered as otakus.
Yeah, no, we're absolutely otakus. So the difference I like to make, and I'm going to see if you agree with this before we go on, because I want to see if we're on the same ground here. An otaku is somebody who is super into, a subject, either games or anime, or, I even apply it to, like, movie buffs. I just use that as a generic term. But they're still sociable. They are still able to interact with other people outside of their interests in a normal capacity, or at least in the capacity to where they don't look stupid. That to me is an otaku. Yeah. Versus a weeb who's like, oh shit, you don't like anime or anything? I have no idea how to interact with you on any kind of social level. So like that to me is, is that kind of what we're getting at? Okay.
Pretty much. Other than our normal facts, stop fucking yelling in hotel rooms, hotel lobbies. I should say rooms.
Cringe. You can yell in your fucking hotel room. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
The weeb will see a cosplay of their favorite character and shout it out across from the lobby. An otaku will look over and go, "Oh, cool."
Nice.
And ignore and just go on with their day. Right. That's probably the key difference here.
So, like I said, So Tanika's pretty much an otaku girlfriend.
She would be an otaku because she's super Animal Crossing's her thing. Games are her thing. She's very much a game otaku. So like I was saying, if you want yourself a weeb or an otaku, whoever whatever areas you're gonna have a lot easier time finding an otaku than you are gonna be finding a weeb.
Yes. At a younger age.
Yeah, at a younger age.
Because you'll have more social interaction. Frequent social interaction.
Yeah, you'll be more exposed to different walks of life.
Yeah.
We'll put it that way.
By the time you get to my age, it kind of dwindles.
Yeah. As much as I'm trying to think of how to word it. Post-college making friends and, like, just social interaction with people that, like, aren't family or, like, your significant other gets very hard.
Yeah.
So,
because trying to find one online...
Yeah, good luck. Like, you might be able to get lucky, but, like, their profile isn't going to be like, yo, haha, otaku, peace, heart, all that shit in their bio. Like, it's going to take a while to, like...
True. You won't find that, but you'll find... I know I found a couple ones that says, in the video games, here and there I'll see anime shit. Yeah. But
then you, like, talk to them and they're like, oh, I like... And I always...
If you can.
If you can talk to them. like I hate being that asshole who always is just like, oh, you're into anime, like what's something outside of like the big three or whatever. Normally when the people who are like into anime are into like the super popular top tier like either shonen or like whatever rom-com is kind of happening at the time, or maybe they've watched some of the classics but those are still like the big like 10 or so that I consider it. It's very rare to I can't say very rare because I'm not part of the dating scene anymore, but I can't imagine it's super easy to be like, yo, have you seen this super obscure anime, blah, blah, blah? And, like, I guarantee they'll be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, see, I don't even go that route. I don't even mention it.
Yeah.
See,
I wouldn't. When I started dating, I absolutely didn't. And it was, like, 2 or 3 years in until I was like, yo, so I'm, like, a super, otaku weird guy. We cool?
Yeah, because most of the profiles I see, it's like one of the questionnaires, they'll say, are geeks sexually? They'll answer yes. Would you date a comic book geek? Yes.
Yeah.
And then you try to mess them. I don't even mention any of that. Just just see where it goes.
Yeah.
And like you message them, nothing back. So it's like not only that. If there are any girls listening to this, please be assertive. Honestly, if you're trying to date, be assertive. I mean, there's shyness, and then there's
there's like, and I understand, like, I get it, like, on a dating app, like, anyone could be anybody, like, I'm not oblivious. I work in IT, like, I know that shit like the back of my fucking hand. But, like, let's get rid of this fucking stigma that women can't approach men and blah, blah, blah. Women can't sleep around. Men can sleep around. Women can sleep around. Men can approach women. Women can approach men. Just, who gives a fuck? Life is too goddamn short to worry about all this shit. It honestly is. Especially
when you're over the age of 30.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I also make a point to one of my friends who's, like, approaching that age gap, and I'm like, with how shit's going in the world, like, you best be making peace with the fact that you're probably going to be a stepdad in this day and age if you're dating post 30. Like, I'm very rarely wrong about that.
Yeah, because there was a time it's like I've seen like a good handful of girls on sites or on profile. It's like, holy crap, she likes that. She likes that. She doesn't like that. She has a kid. Fuck.
Like, fuck. And like, that's going to be the death of me if I ever have to date again, because I refuse to be a stepdad or date a woman with kids. And there's probably one of you assholes who's like, that's not fair, blah, blah. I hate kids. Fuck kids. Kick 'em. My favorite part in all of the Pirate of the Caribbean trilogy is when they hung the kid at the fucking beginning of the third movie. Favorite part. Loved it.
Oh my god.
I cheered in the theater. I was like, whoa!
Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Well, now I know you're not going to be a godfather.
Never. Nope. So like okay, hold on. So like the other half of that is I don't want my own kids, and I don't like kids. If I don't have to interact with them, I never will. But like all of Tanika's nieces and nephews love me. I'm not going to say they're great kids because I don't really know. I only interact with them a handful of times. But I'm nice to them. I'm not going to punch a child in the face to get them out of my fucking way. I'm nice to kids. I can't say, I'm going to, like, kick a child if they're in front of me or anything like that. But my general consensus of children is, if I can push you off a cliff, I'm not going to say I'm not going to do it.
So,
Jesus Christ.
What were we talking about before kids? Dating.
Dating.
Yeah. Be more assertive. There's shyness, and then there's not assertive.
Yeah, my other favorite is like when guys do this too. I can't even say it. It's like when someone strikes up a conversation, you reply with the one-word answers. It's like, cool, awesome. I'm so glad I got to know you based off yes or no questionnaire that I am now forced to ask you.
The only time I did that was so this one girl could stop. It was that one girl that mom tried to set me out with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So that was the only time when I was being quote-unquote short. When
you were being like, sure, uh-huh,
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And that's fine, but, like, at least give people a chance. Come on.
Yeah.
Guys.
So that kind of goes into the next one. Stop simping. Tagline it. Hashtag it. Whatever you want to fucking do.
Well, I have tried to get this shit trending. We're on the island over here where we're like, no more simping, and then there's just like a goddamn colony on this other side, and they're like, simp! I can't, dude. I can't fucking handle simps. I really can't.
The reason why is because I just, once again, recently I saw something on my feed. Somebody tipped some lady $800.
Yep.
100.
Existing, by the way. For just existing, she wasn't doing anything special. She was a pretty lady.
Oh, you saw the same thing? Oh, you saw, okay.
Yes. Because I was like, okay, maybe there's like a reason. So I like went back and I investigated. Nope, no reason. Just a dude who is extremely thirsty.
My first question is, what the fuck do you do for a living?
Oh my god, there's this other dude I watch. He's like a European dude who has like maybe 200 viewers on Twitch. But his top tip like every month is from this one particular user who gives him like $5,000 a month. I'm like, how much disposable fucking income do you have, dude?
Yeah. And I'm like, did you catch an age for the 800 dude? No.
Yeah, like what?
No. Okay.
No. Okay.
But he must be old and single and just have a lot, like you said, disposable cash. Just burning a hole in his pocket.
Just doing nothing. Well, so this kind of wraps around to the argument of like sugar daddies and stuff.
Okay, but that's different.
Kind of, yeah. But the mentality I was gonna explain is there was like a thread on Ask Reddit of like, you know, people that got like a sugar daddy, what did you have to do, blah blah blah, and like the top comment was someone being like, I literally met a guy who just said he wanted to send me money. I didn't have to send him pictures, talk to him, anything like that. He said he'll just give me X amount per month. And I'm like, what? He's like, apparently that was just like his thing. That was like his fetish of like secretly giving another woman cash or money. I'm like, oh, can I find a sugar mama like that?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, see,
there's got to be something to it, right? Like something that we're missing. Well, maybe we're the assholes.
No, because somebody not quoted, commented on that and like, where can I? I'm like, well, you guys could do OnlyFans too. I'm like, no, the fuck we can't.
No, we can't.
I mean, I know there are guys who do OnlyFans, but that's like probably less than 1%.
Yeah,
and they don't even
guarantee that's a pretty niche market.
Right.
And I'm just gonna be the first to say it. You probably ain't getting paid by the ladies.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want me to be 100%
yeah, and somebody commented that too. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure girls aren't gonna tip you.
Yeah, I don't know many women who are like, I can't wait to find a guy on OnlyFans. Never heard that come out of anyone's mouth. That's a woman.
Yeah. If for some odd reason I post pictures and the guy sends me $1,000 a month, I'm like, whatever.
You know what?
Whatever.
Sure, why not?
What's his face on True Blood did it in first season. If anybody watched that. But point is, stop. I mean, this isn't philanthropy, and I'm pretty sure you don't get a tax break.
No, unless it's over a certain amount. It depends on how they have like their donation stuff set up. But yeah, like you don't get like some magic tax break of like, you donated $5,000 to this No, because it's technically a transfer of money 99% of the time.
Yeah.
So it's not a donation. So
yeah. And you're definitely not a sugar daddy because
you ain't dating them and you ain't getting shit for it.
I mean, you're not going to the mall arm in arm.
Yeah,
you're not going to dinner.
Newsflash, you're not going to get anything from it.
Yeah.
I don't know who needed to hear that, but
I mean, I know Belle Delphine.
Yeah, Belle Delphine.
I don't know if it's still up on her Patreon. Like it's the max tier. You pay like I don't know how.
I haven't checked.
Somebody did that. Somebody on YouTube.
I think she redid her Patreon.
Because it said if you do this one, DM me and we'll talk about what, work out. Somebody on YouTube did that, and they didn't fully divulge what happened. So I'm kind of curious on what that was.
I have to look this up now. It's for sure Belle Delphine.
Yeah. This was a year and a half ago. But she lives in the UK, so I don't know how that works.
I thought she was in France.
No.
Who am I thinking? I can't think of who I'm thinking of.
But
right,
yeah.
All 6 levels. God. You are the best. You are my God. I couldn't possibly ever think. Oh, hold on. Oh, no, that's. I couldn't possibly thank you enough. I couldn't possibly think of a good enough reward for you. You're the very best patron I will ever have. If you achieve this tier, please private message me. I'm not sure what reward I could give you, but we'll talk about it. I love you.
And what's the amount? Does it say?
$2,500.
Yeah.
Per month.
Yeah. So, to me, that sounds like you're one of us is flying to one of each other, and
like there's some shit that's gonna happen. Like,
yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. Like I'm
2,500. Yeah, 2,500.
Like I'm getting some shit for that. I don't care what the fuck you say.
Yeah. So, like I said, one of the YouTube person did that.
There's another guy who I just saw his video. I didn't see the video, like watch it. It was on my recommendation. He was like, I subscribed to like 200 YouTubers OnlyFans, so you don't have to. And like apparently the comment section was a shit show because like half of like over 90% of them were just like pathetically awful.
Wait, the OnlyFans?
The OnlyFans, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine that. Because I've seen there are a couple girls that I follow. One of them in particular is Ivy. Point is, she's stupid thick. But she has the same pictures of all time. Matt's typing it out.
Evie Frost?
I'll show you later.
Is that who we're talking about?
Here, hold on.
You don't look thick. Although I can't see shit on this fucking website.
It's...
Well, let me see if I can find her Twitter. Maybe I can find...
Oh, Aaron Evie.
Aaron Evie?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like, stupid thick. I mean, not as stupid thick as Bishojo Mom, but close enough.
See, that's a pretty high level of thickness to try and hit.
If you know who Bishojo Mom is, yeah.
Highly recommend a Google image search on it.
But yeah, Aaron Evie is close, but she has the same pictures, like, of different outfits, but the same pictures. Yeah. So I don't know what her OnlyFans look like, but I'm pretty sure pretty much all the same. Yeah. One of the reasons why I stopped doing Patreon and don't even bother looking in OnlyFans fucking direction, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be all the same.
Oh, I promise you, whatever they post to Patreon and OnlyFans is the exact same.
Yeah.
Promise you.
So, there's nothing new.
No.
So, just stop.
Yeah,
just stop.
I get it. Women are pretty. I understand. You want to see nice asses and nice cosplay and feet for some of you fucking weird people. But, like, come on, guys.
I mean, and then...
I get it. I don't get it, actually. I'm sorry. You know, I'm not, like, an attractive dude. Like, I'm not going to pretend like I'm some hot shit. But, like, come on. You're not that lonely. You're not that desperate to... You could literally Google hot lady tit and boom. You got it.
Yeah, just like Joey Lawrence did. Wait, no. See? I forgot. That's not Joey Lawrence. It's Lawrence, though. That's his last name, ain't it?
We're moving on. We're not discussing that any further. We're just
that was funny as shit. That was a funny segment. You gotta admit.
We're fucking moving on.
That was a funny.
Shit.
Okay. Check out Cobra Kai.
Check out Cobra Kai.
But there's a difference between supporting and simping. Because I like back in the day.
That line is becoming increasingly blurred because of how.
Well, yeah, now.
Because of how some guys are.
Because back in the day, I bought a couple cosplayers posters. Like that's me supporting.
That's supporting. That's like, hey, it looks good. It's a nice poster. I like your work. Buy it. But if it's like, baby, let me see what's in them layers. let me get that OnlyFans. I'm your biggest supporter.
Oh, okay, Hannibal.
Like I can't handle people. You can literally there's people that do this shit for free. Just browse Reddit for 4 seconds. You'll find the subreddit I'm talking about. It's the same people. That people are posting it without their permission. I don't give a fuck because who gives a shit? I'm not paying for fucking ass pics and cosplay. Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. Please stop simping.
Just.
I want to see what happens in 20 years.
It's actually an embarrassment to be a dude online that subscribes to actual Twitch content creators that are female and they actually provide good entertainment and games or the art that they do or stuff like that. It's oh yeah, I'm subscribed to her channel. They're oh, simp. I'm but she actually makes content and she covers her boobies up on stream because she actually wants to have good gameplay and be taken kind of seriously. So I fuck me, I guess.
Yeah. Business thought rant ish. I told my mom this. She said that sounds sexist. So my question is, would maid cafes work year round? This is kind of I want to go into. I think I've said this episodes ago. There was 3 businesses I want to do.
Yep.
One of them I won't work, especially in the U.S. was the net cafe. Everybody has internet here.
Everyone's got internet.
So it's not a thing. Second one is Maid Cafe. Third one, my mom doesn't want me to divulge because it's a good idea. It doesn't exist here in Minnesota. So, but because of what's going on out in the world, it's not a good time to do it.
Yeah.
But
okay, so we're gonna talk about this topic as if there's not a pandemic.
Yeah. So would maid cafes work year round?
Absolutely.
You think it would?
Absolutely. Because that just gives you perfect opportunities to change out the outfits on a regular basis.
Okay. Because I looked it up. There was 5 maid cafes in North America. One of them was in Canada. They couldn't continue it because they couldn't. Their lease was up and they couldn't pay it off.
Yeah, a little different then.
Second one was California. I can't remember the city. It wasn't a maid cafe. It was just a cafe where waitresses just wear maid outfits. So
okay, so not
they didn't really have the whole.
Okay, so they
thing.
Dress the part, but it's not the maid cafe that
people
would associate with maid cafe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the aesthetics, but not the experience. That's the word I was looking for.
Third one was in Detroit. It was Detroit.
I was going to say Detroit.
There was another one in California. I can't remember that one. And then the recent one, the one that actually lasted the longest, was New York. They were in Chinatown. They moved, but they couldn't find a place to move to, and then it was just done.
Right.
So, the other one is California. They didn't have enough traffic.
Okay.
They didn't have enough people going to the place. So, my idea was, where in Minnesota, where would you put a maid cafe?
You would either do it in Bloomington or St. Paul.
Where in Bloomington?
I don't know. Not the Mall of America. That place is shit.
Are you sure? Because that's the only place I could think of is Mall of America. You have enough traffic.
Yeah, what the fuck did I do?
Oh, I think it's your cord. That's why.
Probably. Well, we got what we paid for, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you have enough traffic.
yeah, you do have enough traffic.
The airport, like, how many international people go through the Mall of America?
That is true. A lot of people come to Minnesota just to buy clothes because we don't have taxes on clothes here.
Yep.
And a lot of that is going into the Mall of America.
You know how much revenue goes through the mall?
Oh, how much?
10 mil. Pretty much a fucking year. And they're renovating right now. I don't know if you guys know, they're putting a fucking water park in the mall.
For
Which
fucking some reason.
There's a water park 2 mile, like within 2 mile radius.
Yeah, you
off
could,
of 494, you can see it.
You could like walk there if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very strange thing.
But yeah, they're upgrading the Mall of America to even bigger.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of renovations and stuff that they've been planning on for quite a while.
But yeah, you have the foot traffic.
Yeah, I guess you would have to do it in Mall of America.
You don't have to worry about the fucking cold at all.
True.
Like in A-Town, not Atlanta, Japan's A-Town. You can actually have your work maids passing out flyers like they do over there. You know.
Yeah, you'd have to do it in Mall of America.
I mean,
that's like the only place you could. Honestly.
I don't know why would Edina? Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Rosedale.
Edina is too gentrified.
I mean, of all the malls, you have, Edina, Rosedale.
Rosedale fucking sucks. You could do Riverdale.
Ridgedale.
Or Ridgedale, thank you.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I can't think of it. I don't know.
It would have to be Mall of America. And Is
there one in St. Paul that's other than Roseville?
No, the advantage of doing like downtown St. Paul is you just have downtown St. Paul. That's it.
Yeah. So, okay, I mean, so I have the foot traffic. I have the location. Is this really, is it in demand? Is it? Because...
Well, that's like the other thing.
That's the problem.
And that's because it's very culturally different.
Yeah.
Because like a reason, and this isn't just me saying, oh, I've seen anime, so I know. And like, if this is a thing that I've looked into, like the reason a lot of maid cafes are popular is because you get that like Japan's a very lonely country. A lot of people are very lonely over there. Like, you don't have a lot of time to interact with people, so you go to a maid cafe where they have to be nice to you and talk to you. I just don't think you have that kind of clientele here is the issue.
Okay, yeah, I get that, but maybe, like, do you want interaction? Here's the interaction section. Here's like non-interaction.
Here's like you're at a maid cafe, come for the food section, or like do you want like the experience type thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either or, I don't know.
You would have to do either or, because there would definitely be people who are like, okay, I did it once, I just want to come here to eat type situation.
Yeah. Yeah, see,
I don't know.
Yeah,
that's
very
hard.
tough.
That's very hard. Because I could see it, but then it's like, who do you get to be the maids? Is like the other thing.
Yeah, that's another.
It's like how do you train them? Like, do you what's the level of maidiness that you go to? Is what I guess.
I don't know because again, our employment laws are different from theirs.
Yeah.
Because we can't I can't be like Willie Banks and hire. You've seen the movie, you know where I'm going with this. All right, I can't hire models who serve.
Models who serve.
You've seen that? Okay.
Let's go, Willie Banks. Fucking
all right, somebody got my.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was a good reference.
But yeah, because I can't.
Yeah,
I cannot hire somebody based on their age.
And looks
and blah, EEO.
I think so.
Yeah. What happens when a 32-year-old wants to pop in and apply for the job? I can't turn her no.
Yeah, you can't be like, no,
you're
sorry,
too old.
You're too old.
I can't say that. Maybe she'll get turned off from like, hey, you have to wear a maid costume.
Then you have to act. And then the other question is, do you have like this typical thing where every maid has a different personality type thing?
Yeah.
And they have to act.
Yeah.
And have some kind of understanding of what a maid cafe is and all these different personalities.
So I
So
mean,
it's like, I don't know.
That might deteriorate the older people that don't know what the fuck this is.
Or you get super lucky and you find that like super hot like 40-year-old MILF who wants to play like the motherly type maid, and then you're in.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder how many people will come.
Oh my god, I would go there every day. I'd be like, her, please.
Yeah, not that too. I'm like, do I?
Yeah, then it's like, do you allow requests? Like,
Yeah.
how do you distribute the, like, how does the host or hostess distribute the clientele? And
yeah,
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That's hard.
That is tough.
That's a hard thing to maintain here in the States for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, everybody, like, if you've gone to a con, you have at least gone to one maid cafe.
Yeah, I highly recommend going to a con maid cafe because they try.
Yeah.
They try, and I didn't enjoy it because I was just like, not my thing. But I at least respected that they were having fun.
Yeah.
You know, it was fine.
So I mean, I would like to see how they actually do in an actual restaurant.
Yeah, and an actual, like, serving actual food, taking orders, playing a part type thing to people not necessarily familiar. Because at least at a con, you have the advantage of the general population will have an idea of what is going on, so you don't have to, like, worry about that. Like, how many people in the general population A, know what a maid cafe is, B, know what the tropes of the maid cafe, or I guess etiquette, or like experience. I keep using experience, but like that's the only word I can think of, because like that's what it is. You go for the experience of the maid cafe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's tough. See, like, I don't know. Do I go through? If I do come out with a business plan for this, do I take it to a bank, or do I?
Yeah, you would go to like a bank for like.
Or do I post there? No, because I look either a bank or there's like several websites where investment.
You could do like you could do GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Stir up shit.
Yeah, you know how many.
Oh yeah, no, awful. Then the other question comes. What do you do for food? Do you keep it like American comfort food? Do you do heavy Asian influence?
Well, obviously you're gonna have to have omelet rice.
Oh yeah, there's always omelet rice.
You always have to have that. So.
I love omelet rice. I thought they were fucking crazy for combining those two, and then I like made it myself, and I was like, they're actually the smartest people on earth.
So, because I mean, I know you guys shouting, yeah, that's
I know a lot of you. Yeah, a lot of you guys are like, fucking do it. It's like, this is a huge thing. Like, it's not as simple as like, I'm gonna go get a loan and open up a thing. It's like, there's a lot that needs to be like, and we didn't even scratch the surface.
No.
Because then it's like, do you actually have two sections for, food or experience, or do you just have them like sign out a little thing or like fill out a little form? I would probably do like a form, just like, hey, do a quick check and like hand it to the maid. It's like, hey, yes, do the experience or no, and then it's like, okay, cool, right then and there. Done.
No, see, I would have to have. You have to play both just in case.
Yeah, here in the States you probably would have to, because
you can't pick. Yeah. I mean, if somebody doesn't show up and
yeah, that's the other. Oh, that's true, because like if they're like on break or something and yeah. Okay, I didn't even think about it. See? That's the shit that we're talking about. It's not as easy as just...
I mean, but this would have to be after a couple years after... I don't even know how many years after my main one gets up.
You can use that one to fund this one.
That's what I mean. But the problem is, like they say, it takes, 5 years before you start seeing profit?
Yeah.
So, by time...
I guess it depends on what you're doing, but yeah, on average it's like it takes minimum 5 years to see actual profit without like breaking even or going negative, and then it takes another 3 on average to be stable with profit. So
yeah, so
I don't know. I'm down. I'd help with it in some way. To what capacity, I don't know, but no, don't go that way. No, you're gonna pull everything down. Don't do that.
Yeah, so
dumb dog. Cute, but
if there's somebody that's taking a
like a business or actually probably an economics and business management.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Hit me up. Because I would like to hear an actual.
I'd go. I'd go in on this. I could do that.
How much though?
Depends how much you need.
Because from what my mom told me, like her friend opened up some cosmetic shop in Mall of America, and it was expensive.
Oh yeah, even like everything's expensive at the Mall of America.
Yeah. So I was trying to ask him like, well, how big was the freaking shop?
Like, yeah, or was it like one of the kiosks that you see?
Yeah. I mean, she didn't tell me.
Those are expensive too. Like fuck.
Are they?
Yeah.
Damn. So I mean, again, I don't know who knows how much square foot, but I know a kitchen.
Cheap.
I know a kitchen's got to be in there.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
Changing room's got to be in there somewhat.
A staff area. There's a lot that we would need.
Yeah.
So it's not like. I don't know, man.
Maybe there's some weird investor out there. It's like, damn, that's.
Yeah, like a Maid Cafe in
Mall America. There's not one in the States. Might go in on it. But yeah, like I said, if there's some business major out there who think this is a good idea, I wouldn't say good idea, but give us a good insight.
Yeah, some kind of insight on, because I know nothing about starting a business or capital or anything like that. No fucking clue. My dad does, but I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, because my mom wants me to like build up the one because
the hidden idea.
Yeah, well,
we will call it Idea X.
Yeah, because I gave her the idea. The one I want to go into, let's just say it involves male grooming. Not in the way you're thinking of, but just male grooming. It doesn't exist here, and it's nothing sexual. All right, but
I'm pretty sure those are just called barbershops.
Yes and no.
You'll have to explain after, because I have no interest in stealing your idea.
Okay.
No offense, but
yeah, no problem. Because I gave her the idea and she said, "That holy shit, that's a good idea."
I'm actually very interested in hearing.
And
about that
she
now.
said, "Well, because to her, when people give her a good idea, I'm like, she gets like, holy shit, that's a good idea. Let's do it, and then they drop out. So she kind of stopped doing that until somebody brings up a plan, say, okay, I see you're serious. Let's go through
it. Go through with it. Okay.
So that's where I'm at. I got it on my little check box next to my other one that I keep forgetting to write.
Yeah, I would 100% go to like an authentic Maid Cafe at the Mall of America, just like to experience. That's for sure.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
Yeah. Moving on from business talk.
Holy shit, that was a long rant.
That was. Well, I mean, it's like a lot to talk about.
Yeah. All right. Your weekend update.
The man who just won't fucking die and get out of the limelight.
Yeah.
Yeah. We agree. Gosh, this dog. I don't know what he keeps.
Well, no. Sometimes Ari goes to my room and just scratch out the door. I don't know what the fuck's in my room that she wants to get in. For those who don't read, I don't know if I mentioned it before last episode. I did get bunnies. One of them's name's Ari. And for some odd reason, she wants to get in my room, so she'll just scratch the shit out of it.
That shit.
One time she actually got in my room and just literally went through the bed. There's like a tunnel like behind my bed. Like she just shot through. I'm like, where'd you go? Next thing you know, she's over there on the other side. I'm like, what the hell? So,
animals find ways, dude. It's insane.
Yeah. But yeah,
this. You're fine, buddy.
So, is it raining? Is that why he's going nuts?
It got dark, so maybe.
I'm not hearing thunder, so.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Logan Paul is once again back in
the boxing spotlight
against Mike Malik. I think that J is silent. I don't know who Mike is. Is he another?
No idea. But an update to this article that we have here. He also will be facing off against Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I guess I read that wrong. Logan Paul is fighting
Yeah, he
Floyd.
was originally slated to fight somebody else because I remember hearing this news before, and then it all got swapped to now being Floyd Mayweather.
So I don't know how much do you know how much Logan got paid to fight
They both got a fuck ton of money.
for KSI?
Yeah.
Both times?
Yes.
So
I estimate both of these guys, no matter how the fight goes, are probably taking home about $5 million between these guys.
Floyd.
Yeah, both
Okay.
of them.
Jeez.
Like Floyd's taking home 5, Logan's taking home 5 minimum. That's gonna be my prediction.
Cause didn't he get 50 just to fight Connor?
Oh, maybe. I don't remember.
But it doesn't matter.
It's an absurd amount of money for
Yeah.
a guy who makes an absurd amount of money for doing nothing.
Except for winning. But point is, I don't know why Floyd agreed to this, other than
Maybe he just wants to kick the shit out of Logan.
maybe. I mean,
I honestly hope that's it, because like with the KSI fight, it's just like watching. They're bigger than me, but I don't fucking care. 2 little bitches just like, money. Oh, money. So it's like, okay, fucking whatever. But I genuinely hope that this is like Floyd being like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm gonna
dead serious,
fucking wreck your shit.
dead serious, over in one round.
I really hope that that's happening.
Cause I don't know why Logan Paul wants to get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather is beyond me. So
Yeah, there's someone scratching it.
yeah,
Not
so that
someone. But
so that is alright scratching.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know why Logan wants to get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. That's almost like
Money,
him.
paycheck. That's all
I
it is.
guess.
Paycheck and publicity.
I mean, if he was the one that agreed to fight Mike Tyson, like,
I also hope like Mike Tyson just, if he does fight and everything does happen, which it sounds like it still probably is.
yeah.
I honestly hope he just fucking destroys him. Just Roxas, stop, buddy, stop. Sorry about that, everyone.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's insane. It honestly is. I despise this guy. I hate that he's getting this fucking amount of attention and paychecks for being a fucking asshat. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, he gets paid and I don't. So whatever.
Well. Yeah.
I just genuinely hope that it's like, because I haven't seen anything in this article from like Floyd's perspective, and I haven't seen or heard anything of Floyd talking about Logan in the past. But I genuinely hope he's doing this to fucking kick his ass. I really hope.
Yeah, unless there's something we don't know, money trouble wise on Floyd's part.
Yeah, from Floyd's perspective.
Which I don't think it is.
I don't think he's that dumb or bad with money.
No, not like Connor. No.
No, Connor. What the fuck did he spend money on? Hookers and blow? That would make sense.
I think that was a joke. Yeah.
I think that actually might make sense, because he was dating the porn star Christy Mack for a while, and I was like, huh. Can you imagine him just like snorting coke off her ass?
If I knew who that was, maybe.
She got beat pretty bad because she dated a different UFC guy after Connor. She got beat pretty bad. But yeah, she was the porn star who normally always had like the shaved sides and almost always a ponytail, huge tits.
Okay.
Yeah. Very attractive lady. Very sad what happened to her,
but
just don't date fighters, people. That's what happens. They get very mad at the end of the day when all the roids take over.
All right. So, moving on. So, Qantas flight, which is Australia,
Dumbest fucking story I've ever heard in my life.
sold out in 10 minutes. Their flights to nowhere.
Yeah, they go nowhere.
Well, I mean, they kind of
they do.
They just fly around
Yeah,
the continent of Australia
they fly around and then they go back to the airport.
for 8 hours, mind you.
Yep, 8 full fucking hours.
I don't know, around Australia, which I'm pretty sure doesn't take 8 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I'm
Australia's
pretty sure it
relatively
doesn't.
big. Australia, I think it's like it's probably circling it twice. Is gonna be my guess.
No, but still, 8 hours.
Yeah.
Ugh. Why?
To go nowhere. Why would I do that?
And not only that, I'm pretty the prices of their business class and economy and et cetera, we're all different prices. They're just like how you normally would pay for a flight, and those got sold out.
Yeah, within 10 minutes.
So
some people really miss flying.
Maybe they're trying to
Fuck
rack up
that.
their airline miles.
Yeah, like that's the only thing I can think of is they really need them flyer miles.
I don't know if they expire. I
think they do.
So maybe they just want them so they could kind of carry over until next year or some odd reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Point is, why do it? 10 minutes, holy shit, Australians are fucking weird.
Yeah, you guys just continue to amaze me with the weird shit that goes on in your country.
Yeah, so...
I can't say anything because I'm American, but...
Yeah, that's...
But, like, I don't think we have people that are actively getting on a plane and being like, oh boy, 8-hour flight around the world, or around the country to come back.
Well, I mean, I think one only highlight of that flight was you could see the reef that you normally can't go to or whatever.
Yeah, true.
Other than that, 8 hours. I don't know how much economy class.
I would not
cost.
sit 8 hours on a flight to nowhere in economy class, packed in like sardines. That sounds miserable.
So
I don't get it. I do not understand it.
I don't either. In lighter news, in some way.
Let's go Seattle.
Seattle did a contract with a former pimp in exchange for his recommendations on alternatives to policing.
Yep.
Now, first takeaway, Seattle hired a former pimp.
Yeah, he's convicted in 2016.
In another...
A fun fact about this man, his brother died in a shooting with Seattle police. So we're just writing a backstory that some authors wish they could make.
Yeah. Two, this contract is... It was a year... How much was it? Damn. It's not even coming up. He gets a yearly salary of... What was it?
$150,000.
$150,000 yearly. I don't know how long this contract is.
No idea.
It never said, but he gets an office. It's not. Yeah,
he's like he has like an official position or something like that. I can't remember what they refer to it, but
point is, like, because he has an inside I guess you want to call it an inside track to all the gang members, you know, the ones that Vice normally deals with.
Yeah.
If you know what Vice is, you know, so he can calmly pick them out and say, hey, blah, 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 and all this and this, and then relay back to the police and have the police, like, you know, instead of doing this, kind of doing that. Like, I think Seattle, that was one of the main hot spots for the protests that's been going on.
Yeah, it's the main thing for the protests. Also, it has seen a huge increase in like the last 10 years for the opium epidemic. It's been a major hot spot. Seattle has been. So. Shit,
isn't that Amazon, right? Amazon Seattle, is that where that is? The headquarters, right?
No, I think that's Oregon. I don't know. Maybe it is in Seattle.
I know. The only reason why I asked because I know they have a major homeless problem there. But,
the entire West Coast does.
But yeah. So I find it very interesting. Seattle is willing to give, you know, 150.
A convicted pimp, and they're like, "Yo, we need some kind of alternative to what we were doing because it's not working. And he's like, all right.
Man, I don't know how I don't know if there was a job posting
I have no
of
idea.
this, or they just say, "Ah, shit, we just kind of killed his brother." He kind of knows.
He's been in jail for 5 years. He knows everyone because he was like, they apparently called him like the czar of the streets.
Yeah.
So he was like the guy.
So I don't know if it was just shit. Here's a made up title, you know.
Yeah. And we'll see. I'm actually excited to see if it gets results, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know if this was I don't want to say a handout, but one of those.
Yeah, I don't think it was a handout. I think it's definitely going to be
legit, like maybe quell.
I think it's something to get people to start talking or like shut up.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm interested. Hopefully there's actually more news about this that comes about there. Hopefully it'll make it the national news instead of just popping up somewhere. But yeah, that's that. That's the weekend news. I would fucking dog. I'm glad I have that muzzle on him, honestly. Yeah. So yeah, on to the reviews.
Yep, the reviews.
So the first one is Oshite Re Maid. Don't forget the colons in there.
Yeah.
I don't know why they fucking have colons in there anyways.
It doesn't make any sense.
Why don't you just put a semicolon in
like,
there?
all I'm saying is a colon implies importance, but if the word following colon is made, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, son.
So in this series, it falls on a teacher, if you want to call, to not exactly rally the troops, but show them how it really means to be a maid and train them up, and fucking hell.
Yeah, so basically the plot of it is, a maid is a prestigious position to be in according to the series. So there's actually an academy for it. Part of the curriculum is to train somewhere. It doesn't really matter where. I was implied that there's a school, but honestly it doesn't seem like there is that with that sentence. And you're supposed to have a close personal relationship with your master. It is there that the girls get to fulfill their dreams to become fully elegant maids.
Okay, where was?
So basically what the story is about is that there's 4 below average maids. I don't really understand how they're below average, but whatever. The main dude accepts a contract, and they're going to go start living with them. And they're left over and unwanted, and they're all eventually going to graduate together as their master gives them approval and trains them properly. It's a dumb plot.
Yeah.
It's a dumb plot, and the series is honestly not that great.
It is.
I'll just wrap it up here, and I'll just say, if you're into maids, sure, but that's about it.
Yeah.
There's not really anything super great or like eye-catching here.
No.
Like, they're maids. It's a dude, and like honestly, like the whole like I have to teach you to be maids and discipline you thing really doesn't even apply. So I don't even know why they make this elaborate plot and all this other shit for no fucking reason.
I don't either. The only funny part about this whole series was the first episode. She's hanging clothes to dry. Next thing you know, rainstorm. Quick second, everything's wet.
Yeah, everything's
wet. And it goes away. I'm like, that was weird. That
wow,
weird.
That's God really just saying He hates you.
That was weird. Like Matt said, if you're into maids,
yeah,
sure.
This was really. I know we like to try and go in depth somewhat, even with series we don't like, but
there's nothing here.
He just has sex with maids. That's it. You get your outdoor scene, you get your maid being punished scene, but not really, because that doesn't really apply, because it's whatever. You get your multiple maids in the bath because, we got a clean master type thing, but not really, because there's one person in there that they do stuff with. And then you get another outdoor scene for some fucking reason. Doesn't fucking make sense to me, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really that entertaining. The scenes are not particularly great. Animation's not super great. So.
Yeah.
Not good. Not one I'd hyper recommend.
No. Next one is Ojo-sama wa H wa Osaku. Now this one was actually.
I actually like this one.
This one's funny.
This one is goofy, and I love it because it knows it's goofy.
Yeah. So in this series, there's a pair of sisters, Ojo-samas, which in turn they're rich.
Yeah, they're
No
they're
shit.
basically rich heiresses or like princesses or something. They're very high society, dignified people.
So the eldest, or let's start with the youngest one.
Yeah.
So the youngest one, it starts off with them going to a festival, and her boyfriend.
No idea who she is, by the way. I don't think he knows like that. She's like some rich.
No, I think he knows.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
He knows.
I was thinking of something else.
And so she's just like ripping him on, like, you're late. And I'm like, first of all, you just arrived in your fucking car. I was here this whole time. I was here the whole time. You just pulled up. I'm like, I was waiting for X amount of minutes. I'm like, no, you weren't. You just pulled up. I just saw you.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
But, being the boyfriend, like, I'm like, what? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
man.
my bad. I'll stop doing that or whatever.
And so they go on this, like, fine, we'll go on your Commoners Festival.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I guess I'll enjoy your low-life, like, festival date or whatever.
But in the back of her head, it's like, oh my god, this is awesome.
Yeah. And of course, it's a situation of like, fuck yes, I'm with them. Oh, we're at a festival. This is awesome. Like, oh god, I have so much planned for this motherfucker.
Yeah, and then
oh man, does a plan she have?
Yeah, and they eventually goes to the shrine. Go figure. They about to do the deeds. Like, shit, I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
luckily
she's like, I'm inexperienced with men. I don't know what's going on. Thank maidens are there. I love these two. They're so funny. They are the fucking greatest part of it.
I don't know what scene was better, the twins going at it or...
in the episode 2?
No, in the first one.
Oh, in the first... Oh, yeah,
when they're in the bushes telling her what to do.
Yeah, they're holding up the signs and shit.
And they bust out a double...
dildo so they can show her.
So,
yeah, basically, what we're trying to say is, they sneak off to the woods, and she's like, yes, this is the time. I'm going to take advantage of him, and he's going to rail me good. And, this stuff happens, but... no experience with men, and as we said, thank God our handmaidens are there. So they're like holding up signs, and like they're just off to the side where they can't see him, and they're like, like holding up signs with like grab his dick or some shit like that, or like rub it, and then like they have a dildo so they can like show her what to do to his dick, and it's so fucking funny.
And then the second half of the same episode, it's the older sister spying on her younger sister, make sure like how her progression is going.
Yeah.
While all this, doing her personal butler.
Yeah, it's like her attendant or like.
Yeah, it's her personal attendant.
Yeah, and of course, it's a situation for all of 5 seconds of you're beneath me and I am better than you. Oh, penis. Never mind. I can't.
Like, you're gonna lick me up. Oh, you did good. You know what? As a good faith, you can fuck me.
Yeah, in good faith, we can have sex, I guess.
And so, it's one of your typical story where, the Ojo-sama's banging her personal attendant, and, I don't love him. He's just...
Yeah, I don't love him. He just has a great dick.
He's just my personal toy.
Yeah.
Or whatnot.
Oh, then we get to episode 2.
Episode 2 is amazing.
Fucking hilarious.
Which, at this episode, we realize the youngest sister's boyfriend actually lives next door. Which is weird. It's like
fucking mansion.
Yeah, you got a house, and they zoom out. All you see is this big ass wall in the mansion. Like, seriously?
Yeah, it's so funny. So here you get a little bit of your nurse fetish as well. So at the beginning, the youngest sister, I believe she is. Her boyfriend's sick, so they're at the nursing ward they have in their fucking mansion.
No.
Or they actually like...
They brought in a bunch of
shit
into his house.
Yeah, they brought it, yeah. because they're rich and shit.
Yeah.
So the typical, I'll get that virus out through your dick type situation. So they bang and she fucks off, and then the doctor shows up.
No, they didn't bang.
I thought they did bang.
No.
No, they banged at the beginning.
Did they?
Yeah, they banged.
Because I could have sworn. How do is that? Maybe that's how he passed out.
Yeah, that's how he passes out. And then what happens is the sister is still there with her little maid trio or duo, and they're like, "Oh yes, we're gonna play doctor now."
And then here comes the head maid,
Yep.
dressed as a nurse, doctor, and then they have a 4P.
Yeah, they do.
And then he passes out again. We zoom out again, like, what the hell happened?
Oh,
was that a dream?
This is all in the pretext of making sure that he's all right for the young mistress lady. We can't do it because we want to. It's all for her sake.
And then they realize they see like this huge moving truck where all the other maids are taking out all the shit from their house. I'm like, that was in there.
Yeah, I was like, what?
What the hell? Oh, and he got better for some odd reason.
Yeah, and then he's fine because he sweated a lot. He sweat that virus right out.
Oh.
And then the entire last half is a dick measuring competition, almost, essentially. So, the sisters butt heads, and they're like, no, my boyfriend is the best. And she's like, no, my personal attendant's the best. And then they talk about their sexual exploits.
And they swap partners.
And then they swap partners, just to prove my boyfriend will last longer, and you can't make him come before I make him come. It's just glorious.
It really
it's
was.
so good. And then, because people are weird, the maids are on standby, and they're like, "Oh yes, we're judging this competition."
No, they were involved.
Hold on, I'm getting that. I'm getting that point. They're like, "Yes, we are impartial." And then it looks like the young lady might lose. We got to gang up on this guy. So they starting to get involved, and it just turns into this goddamn mess of a situation where everyone's having sex with each other, and these two are the luckiest men on the planet because not only are they banging like 8 women at one time, it's like 4 or whatever. They're all extremely rich and they all love them, so it's like, whatever. I can think of worse situations to be in. So yeah, the head maid gets involved, the little maids get involved, the sisters are, whatever. It's a weird situation to be in, honestly. But
yeah, and then the last scene of they're in their bathhouse.
Yep.
Still talking about their boyfriends, and then you have the boyfriend and the personal attendant, who, by the way, is the same person with different hair.
Yeah, no. If you look at the character models and like the face, exact same. They just add glasses to the attendant, I believe.
And
so funny, so fucking funny.
And they go for another round,
yeah,
but they don't show it.
Yeah, and they're like, "Hey, we need another competition because you guys came at the same time."
But this one's good. This one's
good.
I
love this one. It's hilarious. It knows what it is. It doesn't, it has fun with the idea of rich people and maids and the ludicrousness of the entire situation.
And you know what's weird? Side note, as we're saying this, from our rant from the Maid Cafe until the review we just did about maids, and this one with maids, and our next one I think the
other one also has maids.
Like,
I think Jared just had maids on the brain.
Probably.
Even though he hits random for a bunch.
I know.
He's just like, oh yes,
no.
Indeed.
Oh, but yeah, our next one is called Minku, which is odd because the first segment actually described what a Minku is.
Yep.
Which is I don't care about your personality as long as you're cute.
Yeah.
So the first segment was basically just a setup to say what it means. So there's Ice Queen person of, I guess, a college. I think it was. Yeah.
I don't remember, but basically it's that typical, I have rejected all men. I am the Ice Queen and I am above all of you. And then the one guy, she's...
Oh, I don't care what you are. You're just hot.
breaks down her defenses, and she's like, yes.
Fine. Oh, you want to go out with me? Look at my foot. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah. Like, what? I can't believe you're doing this.
Like, you're the first one to look at me as a woman. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Yeah. So, next thing you know, she orgasms from getting her feet licked. I guess that's a thing.
I don't think that's a thing, but sure. I'm not into feet, so I don't.
I don't either.
Not a feet guy.
I'm not either. I mean, I like heels, but that's about it.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
Mhm.
Point is.
Yeah. So it's kind of just a collection of short stories that not necessarily related. So you get the first one, who's the Ice Queen, and it meets a guy, shatters the wall, blah blah blah, has sex with him, and then you get the second one, which is I don't understand this one because it's really stupid.
Because there's 2 episodes. First of them, no, I think, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm talking about the latter half of this episode.
Well, no, the latter half actually extends to the second episode where it starts
Yeah,
off.
which we'll get to when we get to episode 2. I'm just talking about this one.
So yeah, the second half of it, where a typical guy has a maid fetish.
Yeah, of course he has a maid fetish, and the childhood friend who's like, man, I really want him to recognize me. I'll dress up as a maid, and then she gets cold feet because he walks up the stairs. She hides in the closet. He finds her. And then, oh no, look, she's in a maid outfit, so he's super turned on, and shit happens.
You want to be my maid? Here, suck this.
Yeah, shuck this, sweetie.
So, and so eventually she's like, yeah, I'll be your maid, blah, blah, blah. And from then on, she just full on maid mode, even without wearing the outfit.
Because, she loves him so much.
And at the very end of the episode.
Also, I'm going to point out, this guy has a fucking power move. He's just like, yo, you were in my closet and you just said sorry. That's not good enough. You read the, erotic book that I keep around. You know what a maid should do in this situation. And just drops his pants. Yeah. And I'm like, damn! Chad McMuffin over here.
Johnny Still.
Johnny Still! Chad McThundercock.
But yeah, at the very end episode, there is a handmade love doll that miraculously comes to life.
So stupid. I don't understand.
I mean, that's better than the one I've read where a plant comes to life just to show appreciation. Yes, there was.
To be fair, I've seen one where the guy rescues a dog and cat on the street, and then he turns around and they're people. All of a sudden, they're like, "We turned into people because we love you so much," and I'm like, "What?"
So, yeah. So that was the end of that episode. Next episode comes up. Starts off like I said, the childhood friend is full on maid mode, even at school.
Yep, she's given in.
Yeah, and I'm not your girlfriend, I'm your maid, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, whatever. You're my master,
yeah.
Whatever. You kind of get the point.
Sure. I'm like, I'll take it.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I'll take it.
His, sex doll or whatever it is comes to life.
Yeah, and then he comes home, his sex, I'm like, who the fuck are you? Oh, I'm your love doll. I know everything about you.
He's like, what?
Yeah. And
even he's like, this is a little sus. She's like, oh, I know everything about you, and I love you. And I'm like,
I want to show you my appreciation. I know you take it out of me every time your friend, bags on you and shit like that. I'm like, oh, shit, I guess you are.
Yeah.
And then, childhood friends like, who is she?
Yeah.
What is she doing here?
You're cheating on me, blah, blah, blah.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, and he's like, calm down. She's a sex toy.
I'm like, what? Yeah. This is nothing. I'm like, this is nothing. I'm just, I'm still technically a love doll, and this isn't cheating.
Yeah, she agrees with him. She's like, yeah, no, this is right. He's not lying. Like, what? And then they all bang because when you walk into a situation where two people are having sex, the only obvious solution is to join in.
Obviously, oddly enough, that's true. Oddly enough, that is true. Even when the person's getting caught cheating, I'm like, what?
I've never understood that in hentai. They're like, you're cheating on me. Let me join in and show you I'm better. And I'm like, that's not how that works. At
Normally,
all.
you're supposed to burn his clothes.
Yeah, you throw out his Xbox or his PlayStation or whatever. You burn his copy of 2K. You throw his shit out the window. You kick him out, or you move out, or whatever. Who cares? That's how it's supposed to go. Not many women in this world will go, Ah, I see your dick's inside of another woman. Let me show you that dick inside me is better.
Yeah.
And get super into the three-way.
Yeah.
And that's always bothered me about hentai. It's always bothered me. I'm like, that's the most unrealistic bit of this.
But in all fairness, or not all fairness, but for real though, do not destroy the 2K.
Yeah, that's mean.
Don't do that.
That's mean.
I mean, clothes is one thing.
Yeah, I can buy new clothes.
But
I can technically buy a new 2K, but come on, leave it alone.
Well, I mean, don't destroy the data. Don't destroy the data.
Yeah, no. Oh my God, you know how much fucking time I put in to create a player. Fuck that.
Yeah, don't destroy the data. But yeah, this one's pretty good. Once again, if you're good, if into maids.
Yeah, into Maid.
Definitely.
Sex dolls becoming sentient and childhood friends getting digged down.
Oh yeah.
For the time period, the animation's actually pretty good. So.
Oh yeah. So, give it a good watch. I liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's not one of those where I'm like, hit or miss. I'm like, this is actually pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, it was good.
Like I said, the power move just really put me onto it. Where I'm like, yes, let's go. He's not a weak little bitch where he's like, oh gee, oh gosh, do I have her do it? He's like, nope, bitch, you're a maid. Start cleaning.
So yeah, so 2 out of these 3 reviews of hentai, give it a good watch.
Yep.
Speaking of games, you know what? It's been 5 years since finally it's being released. Unfortunately, it's going to be on Switch, which kind of pisses me off in a way. Now it kind of definitely forces me to buy it.
What?
Disguise 6.
Thank God I have a Switch.
So, this is actually the first time it's going to be in the at least U.S. It's going to be first released on a Switch.
Oh, will it eventually come to other stuff? Do we know? I haven't heard anything about it.
No, because I know it's going to be on PS4 and Switch when it releases in Japan, but when it comes to the U.S.,
it's like Switch.
It's Switch.
That kind of annoys me.
Yeah. So I'm like, fuck. There's another push right there with Pinkman 4.
Yeah.
And Bayonetta 3.
Yeah.
So, and which is weird, they already have the that was weird. Like when I saw the announcement trailer, it was already in English. Like at least the voiceover was in English.
Yeah, I think they waited a while to do it so they could have all that stuff ready.
Which is weird because the main guy, it seems like he's like a Saiyan. Because every time you die, you already get reincarnated with prior stats. So I'm like, damn. So I guess he doesn't need to be reincarnated like several times like all the other games. Which is pretty cool. I can't wait for that.
I'm excited for that. I enjoy the Disguise series quite a bit.
Yeah, but
what else was I doing?
It sucks.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up the last of the Tales of games right now, so so I'm excited for Tales of Arise for like PS5 to hit. That'll be super dope.
Yeah, I've seen the yeah. Oh man, I know I want the digital of the PS5, but
I like discs and I like having shit on shelves. I like it.
I know.
Can't do it. I would like to save the money, but I mean, to be fair, I'm saving money in the terms of I'm not even going to get the PS5 until 1, the Black Edition comes out, and 2, the like advanced version of the PS5 comes out in black as well. Because I know there's going to be a PS5 Pro.
Yeah, when is that? Like 3 years after?
I can wait. Like there's like been nothing unless an IP randomly shows up that is either new or like a sequel, and I'm like, man, I gotta play this. I can wait. I'm so over consoles and buying new stuff just to say I have it.
Yeah. I can't remember what game it was.
Yeah, unless they like shadow drop or shadow announce like Persona 6 like immediately after the PS5 drops, I can wait. I'll wait.
I don't think that will happen.
No, it won't. It won't
I
happen.
don't think that will happen.
Atlas wouldn't do that to me. They're most loyal fan.
I'm his only fan.
All 2 million copies sold? That was me!
Oh, you're one of those one guys that just buy all the CDs just to get the fucking handshake. That's another thing. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't care how. Oh, did you know? I don't know. Do you know Jelly Belly? You know the company Jelly Belly?
Yeah, Jelly Belly.
You know their contest?
They have a contest?
Yeah. I don't know if it ended.
What's going on with the contest?
They're doing like a golden ticket contest.
No.
A golden ticket, scavenger hunt.
Oh God.
Yeah. Each state has like you have to buy it the riddle. You have to buy.
Yeah, you have to buy the riddle. I'm assuming.
And then do that, and then but the winners will get their own candy factory, Jelly Belly Candy Factory.
I can't imagine they're gonna honor that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Do you know how many there are? There's a lot. There's a lot.
To be fair, I guess there's a lot. And it's not like making jelly beans is expensive.
No. But
sugar, flavored sugar.
Still, I mean, when I saw that, I'm like, I went online to see how much it cost. It was $50 for the riddle.
Only $50?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But when I looked, our state wasn't up yet. So.
Whatever. Not a big deal.
Yeah. So I'm like, shit, I kind of want to do this. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not that good at riddles.
Yeah, like that's the other thing. I'm just like.
But it pertains to your state. That's the thing. Because you have to actually physically go out there, snap a picture saying you were there, and then go on about your day.
Yeah, like prove that.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, shit, I'm not that good at riddles, and I would hate to I tried to do the same fucking thing with. So many years ago that happened here. I think KDWB did it. I sucked at it.
I know what you're talking about, but I didn't participate.
But yeah. In case you are those out there who's good at riddles, look it up. Give it a go. Maybe you might win the candy factory, jelly bean factory.
Maybe.
I don't think it's not going to be the one in Virginia. I know.
No. It's probably just.
That's their main one.
Yeah.
Which I haven't gone to. How many years I've been there? Or no, I'm sorry, not Virginia. Fairfield. That's their main one. The one in Vacaville. Or I think it's Vacaville. Point is,
so.
I haven't been there. I wish I did.
Yeah.
I wish I'd gone to that tour. But, oh well. So, that is our episode. Maid episode. Might as well call it a Maid episode. I'll probably figure out some weird Maid title.
We'll find out a way to name this the Maid episode. Don't you guys worry.
So, yeah. Once again, thanks for listening. Stop simping. Please stop simping.
Please, God.
Please stop simping. For all you females, once again.
Stop letting them simp.
Don't
be assertive. Let them simp.
Be assertive. Support your sex workers, but not like that. There are other ways, and it's especially local. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
I'm Jarrett.
I'm Matt.
Bye.
Bye.